What would you do if your child repeated a harmless habit from your childhood? My parents still make fun of me about it. Even after I grew up, they told the story like it was a joke. They laughed about how I used to stand on my bed every night and wave out my bedroom window. Same time, same slow wave. They said I had an imaginary friend and a wild imagination. I laughed along, even after I got married and moved to another country with my husband. Over time, I stopped thinking about it. The memory faded. Life went on. New country, new house, new routines. Then I had a son. 15 years passed, and I barely remembered that part of my childhood. Still, once every month, I would wake up with a tight feeling in my chest. I knew I had been dreaming, but the moment I opened my eyes, the dream disappeared completely. Everything changed when my son, Podrrick, turned 5. One night, I walked past his bedroom and stopped cold. He was standing on his bed, pulling the curtain back, staring into the dark yard. His small hand was raised, moving slowly back and forth, the same careful wave I used to make. I laughed nervously and asked what he was doing. He didn't look at me, he just kept waving. I asked him who he was waving at. Podrrick said, "The tall one." His voice was calm, like this was normal. My mouth went dry. I asked where the tall one was. He pointed toward the back fence, where the yard lights don't reach. Then he whispered, "He doesn't like noise." That night, I dreamed clearly for the first time in years. I remembered everything. The fence, the arms that were too long, the fingers resting on the glass. I remembered the rules. When I woke up, my arm hurt badly, like I had been holding it up for hours. My fingers felt stiff and numb. The next evening, I tried to stop Podrrick from going near the window. He screamed, not like a tantrum, but pure fear. He cried and begged and said I was breaking the rule. My husband said I was overreacting. He said kids imagine things. He said it was harmless. That night, I heard it. Fingernails, slow, careful, scraping across glass. After Podrrick fell asleep, I checked the window. There were faint scratches on it, long and curved like someone had tested the glass. On the outside, at Podrick's height, were handprints. They were far too big to be his. A few days later, I found an old photo tucked into a box my parents had sent years ago. It was taken from my childhood bedroom at night. The flash showed my small hand pressed against the window. On the other side, something tall and faceless was touching the glass. On the back of the photo, in my mother's handwriting, were the words, "As long as she waves, it stays outside." Tonight, Podrrick is standing at his window again.